Hi, this is Denise Abmont with Abmont Realty at Amherst Madison, and I am so excited today. I'm at Barbacoa, one of my favorite restaurants here in Boise. And we're gonna meet the owner, we're gonna see all the art, and we're gonna taste the food. It's gonna be spectacular. I'm so excited. Come on, come join me. Hi, this is Denise, and just as promised, this is the general manager. We got Nikolai Castoro, and he's gonna tell us a little bit about Barbacoa. So I was just really curious, where did the name Barbacoa come from, and where did the concept come from?
So Barbacoa is the founding of American barbecue. So it started out in the Basque, and it was underground cooking, and worked its way over to the United States to become above ground, what you know or what we know as barbecue today.
Interesting. Well, I was thinking, can we go up and meet the owner and have a little chat with him as well?
Of course, let's go ahead.
All right, let's go. So I have to ask you a question. I'm very challenging to most restaurants. I'm gluten-free. Half the time I don't eat meat, and I have so many special accommodations. And you guys are so amazing. I got to ask you about your chef.
We've done 3 restaurants together, the Italian restaurant in Laguna Beach, and then this restaurant, and we counted twice because it burned down. So we had to start over.
Quite the accomplishment.
So Enrique is a very talented chef, cooks a variety of different cuisines and disciplines. And to answer your question about, dietary restrictions and needs, we went a step further than just kind of putting little red stars on our menu and saying what you can do and what you can't do, and this is that. We actually created full menus for you, for gluten-free, for vegan, and for vegetarian. So we have it. It's a menu upon request, and you ask for it. You have this entire menu that caters to those discerning interests.
I have to tell you, I came for Valentine's. My husband got a big star for this one. There was roses all over the restaurant. It was absolutely beautiful, and it made Valentine's special. Do you do that with all the holidays?
Not necessarily the roses, but we do have significant holidays that we have some fun with, and I'll get to those in a second. I want to just kind of extrapolate on your Valentine's experience, and thank you very much for those kind words, however. So my first restaurant in Laguna was called Ti Amo, means I love you in Italian, and so we decided to take that theme of romance and take it to just a whole nother spectacular level. So as you remember, Denise, from your first experience for Valentine's Day, you get all kinds of little treats throughout the evening. You get the story of St. Valentine, and on parchment paper you get little cards and poems brought to you, and little pedophores at the end. And then as you talked about, we have every lady gets not one rose, she gets a whole dozen roses. And so you were here last year. Our rose order was 425 dozen roses. So you can imagine this restaurant filled with 425 dozen roses. It's absolutely spectacular.
So when we have friends in town, one thing that I have to tell them they have to try is the iced teeny. That is the most unique drink I have ever seen. How did that concept come about?
That's actually really a fun story. I was in Chicago doing R&D, research and development, and I went to one of these trade shows. And I used to do these trade shows as a vendor because my first career was importing art. And so I knew that the person with no money, me, in my early career, would wind up with a small booth somewhere down in the basement. And so I went exploring, and I found this little booth with a group of people around it. And I said, "What are you doing?" He happened to be an Italian fella. He goes, and he hands me a cup of juice in the iced teeny glass. And I said, he goes, "Luca, I make it a glass out of the solid ice." I says, "No kidding." I took a sip. I go, "That's wonderful." I says, "How many customers you have here in the United States?" He goes, "Nobody. This is my first show." I go, "No kidding. I'm your first customer." And so.
So the art is so unique. Like when I walk into the bar, there's a Medusa with 2 heads, and the snakes are the lights for the booths around there. And then you open these giant doors with doorknobs on the doors and the walls. And I mean, this is the most unique art place that I've been to and a restaurant. Where did you come up with a concept for all this art?
Well, thank you again, Miss Denise. Once again, our motto is stimulate your senses and elevate your mind. And, Barbacoa came from a lifetime of dreaming and a long time collecting. And so, as you'll see while we walk the restaurant, there's nothing that was ever bought in a store. Everything was made by an artisan or as an antiquity from around the world. And so we say Barbacoa is truly more than a restaurant. It's a restaurant, it's a museum, and it's an art gallery.
Something very special is their give back to the community, and I just wanted Robert to talk a little bit about that give back.
Well, thank you, Miss Denise. Thank you. We're very honored. Our foundation right now is not only serving the public, with a wonderful restaurant experience, as I hope everyone feels. We are now expanding into. We're doing an art gallery for charity facility and foundation in McCall, Idaho, and so our hope is to raise 6 figures every year for local McCall or Boise charities.